Hello, everybody. Good evening. I hope I'm audible and I am visible. I will just wait for a couple of seconds for everybody to just confirm that I'm audible and visible before I go ahead and kickstart today's session. Great to see all of you all here. Please go ahead and just reply in the chat box. Ki sunai de raha hai, dikhai de raha hai. Very important session. We've gone ahead and finally kickstarted the 2026 exam season. Less than 5 months to go now. So I'll just wait for a couple of seconds while you all go ahead and confirm in the chat box so that we can go ahead and kickstart today's session. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. So can you please just go ahead and mention on the chat box whether I'm audible and visible? Just waiting to hear. Hi. Shruti, Neha, please confirm. Hey Ayush. Melomaniac. Anushriya. Okay, perfect. Yes, you're audible. Perfect. Thanks for the confirmation, Prachi, Ayush, Anushriya, others. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Komal. Okay, this is really helpful. Good to know that I'm audible and visible. So let me go ahead and kickstart. What I have to go ahead and cover in today's session. It's going to be a very simple, straightforward session, and I'll try to cover everything up within about 20 to 25 minutes. Now, we're all aware that the first notification of the season, the XAT 2027 notification, came out 2 days back. We're also aware that the registrations now open in a matter of 2 days. Now, generally, we are one of those who would state कि जब registration खुलता है, relax, कोई problem नहीं है. We will do a session. We will help you with the form filling step by step. We will look at what the form is, what are the elements that you need to keep in mind, where is it that you can go wrong, what do you need to ensure कि कोई fight ना हो. लेकिन this year, XAT has come out with something very specific, something very, very interesting, because of which you need to keep certain elements in mind, and because of which this particular date becomes very, very important and exciting. Okay, so I'm going to cover that while I also go ahead and cover the importance of the XAT exam, because on many occasions I come across students who come and tell me, sir, CAT लिखेंगे, obviously because CAT is the holy grail, but XAT seems very, very difficult. उस एग्जाम को तो नहीं लिखना, बहुत difficult है. I might write NMAT or a SNAP, or I might write one of those two, and that's about it. Now you have to keep in mind, irrespective of how good you are, or irrespective of where you feel you are in your preparation cycle, you don't know what is going to happen on that one particular day. What if that one particular day isn't the best? What if you don't go ahead and score your up to your potential on 29th of November, which is expected to be the date of CAT? Tab kya hoga? XAT opens doors to innumerable number of institutes. It is the second biggest entrance examination in India from an MBA perspective. It is affiliated to close to 250 odd colleges. Some of the top colleges like IMT Ghaziabad, IMI, Delhi, Great Lakes, KJ Somaya, all of those that accept CAT also accepts that. So अगर CAT अच्छा नहीं गया, एक backup create हो जाएगा that if I want to get into these colleges, I can get in through that as well. And obviously, for everybody looking at HR as a specialization, this is the holy grail. The top two institutes in our country for HR are obviously XLRI and TISS. These are going to be the top two institutes for HR in our country. So if you're interested in human resource management, and no, human resource management is not about rangoli making. I see a lot of those memes. So usko meme hi rehne do, real life bahut alag hai. HR opens multiple doors. HR becomes the important stepping stone to going ahead and getting an executive or a management position as well, because as you keep rising up the ladder, you just need to be a great man manager and people manager. If you're not that, it's not happening. So that and much more is the reason why XAT becomes one of the premier examinations of our country. So like I stated, it opened those 250 odd B schools, second chance after CAT. Very important, flexible exam. Many of you all might feel curtailed. Yaar, 40 minutes per section mein, I am not able to go ahead and do the best that I can. Maybe that's not the ideal place to be in. I need my own time. Quant मेरे से slow होता है. मेरे को 10-12 question अगर करने, I need 5 minutes per question. I need my 50 to 60 minutes. Maybe I'm quicker in English. Maybe in English I'm able to attempt 20 questions in a matter of about 30-35 minutes. all of those things now start working to your advantage, because you are the boss. You decide, okay, VARC I might want to go ahead and spend just 45 minutes. In quant, I want to spend 60 minutes. In decision making, which is a different kind of section, I won't delve too deep into that today. We'll delve deeper into that in a very specific XAT oriented session. Okay, I will talk about that there. So in decision making, you might want to spend 45 minutes. Add it 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes. That's 145. And this exam gives you 170 minutes. It is up to you how you want to go ahead and utilize that time. Now, I see a couple of you all asking, is XLRI only for HR specialization? That's a complete misnomer. Absolutely wrong. Matlab, if there is a word for it, it's Cods Wallop. XLRI is among the top 2 in the country for HRM. It is in the top 4 in the country when it comes to consulting, if not 4, top 5. It is in the top 5, 6 in the country when it comes to marketing as well. Please keep that in mind. It is the best, if not one of the best institutes when it comes to HRM. But when it comes to marketing, when it comes to product management, when it comes to consulting, it is right up there as one of the top 5, top 7 institutes of the country. People forget that and think it is only for HRM. That's absolutely wrong. In fact, if you even go in for the HR specialization, you can still go ahead and get a role in marketing. You can still go ahead and get a role in product. In fact, there have been years earlier, in 2019, a mentee of mine, who was from a Delhi University college, she got into XLRI HRM, and she was among the few students who ended actually up at Google. And Google that year, across all the IIMs in XLRI, recruited just 5 people. 3 of them were from XLRI, all 3 from HRM. So please don't have this misnomer कि एक XLRI is only known for HRM, and second the misnomer कि अगर HRM मैंने specialization ले लिया और कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, product role, marketing roles सारे खुले रहते हैं. So please don't get into that zone when you hear it from a few others. Secondly, fair evaluation. Sometimes students start thinking, यार CAT में multiple slots है, normalization होता है, fairness नहीं है. It's a little bit of a luck game. XAT doesn't have all of that. All of you write the exam in the same slot. Better opportunity. Why? Because in XAT, we've seen that in CAT, roughly 2.8 to 3 lakh people write it. In XAT, that number is roughly half of it, 1.4 to 1.5 lakh. So it is only the serious candidates who actually end up doing it. So it's a different application pool altogether. You need to be on your game there. And finally, it's a gateway to XLRI, like I pointed out. So these are the core reasons why XAT needs to be looked at. Some of the top colleges, like I spoke about, XL, XIMB, IMT, IMI, IRMA, Great Lakes, STAPME, GIM, KJ4, and so on and so forth. Multiple such colleges, and like I stated, 200 to 50 odd. Important dates to keep in mind. Number 1, 15th July is when the registrations open, and I'll talk about why 15th July is important. 6th December ko registration closes. 20th December ko admit card tentative. 3rd Jan ko exam hoga. It's always the first Sunday of January, as long as the first Sunday is not Jan 1st. You can expect results somewhere around mid-Jan. Important thing to keep in mind, while you have roughly 5.5 months here, excuse this handwriting for a second, yeah. While you have roughly 5.5 months here, what is going to be most important is going to be the very first day. Okay, and why the very first day, I'm going to talk about that as I go ahead. Couple of things related to the XAT criteria, very very important. Graduation kar lena chahiye, minimum 3 years. That means even if you're in your final year, you are eligible. Students, anybody who's completing graduation by the 10th of June 2027 can apply. No minimum marks. This is very very important. CAT talks about a 50%. There is no minimum marks that you require here. Work experience is not required for most of the programs. Just a few programs like GMN, etc. And NRI, foreign, OCI, PIO candidates can apply. Important thing to keep in mind, unlike the IIMs, where only percentile will not let you a call, in XAT, if you end up scoring well, you will end up getting a call. So let me give you an example. If you are a general non-engineering female, you can get a call from HRM for as low as 90-91 percentile, BM for a 93-94 percentile. And if you're a general general engineer male, you can get HRM at 93, 94 and BM at 95, 96. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं जाएगा. So if you end up scoring a 96 percentile or higher, you will surely get a call. Conversion now is going to be dependent upon the interview. Obviously, the higher the percentile in XAT, the better the chances. Why? Because the lower your dependence on the interview. Not because XAT में अगर low score आ गया तो convert नहीं हो सकता. बिल्कुल नहीं. अगर थोड़ा low score आया, cut off से आसपास ही रहा, the interview has to be spectacular. That's about it, nothing else. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Finally, important thing, like we know for almost every college, the registration fee is going to be 2,000 or slightly higher. NM is going to be 3,000 plus. It is 2,300 for that, and every program you opt for is going to be 200. So that's about 2,500 or so. Paper pattern ये रहता है, मैंने पहले ही बोला था 170 minutes. This is the key part. There are two parts to it. Part 1, 170 minutes. VALR, which is verbal ability. Logical reasoning is the verbal reasoning part, not non-verbal reasoning part. Decision making, QA, DI. So DI comes with QA. LR इसमें generally आता नहीं. Logical reasoning, the part that we cover in CAT, that generally does not come in XAT. These three combined generally about 75 questions, 170 minutes. If you're attempting about 50, you would have done a good job. उसमें अगर 40 correct हो गए and 10 wrong, you would have done spectacularly. You have a chance of scoring very, 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 very high in 170 minutes. Please keep that in mind. Finally, एक 10 minutes का section GK पे आता है. इस पे there is no negative marking in the GK part of it. Go ahead, bindas, go ahead and answer. Don't leave anything unanswered. Marking scheme +1 minus 0.25, unlike CAT, which is +1 minus 0.33. Important thing in XAT is after the first 8 questions, any questions that you leave, उस पे भी negative marking होती है. Let me explain. समझो 75 questions you attempt 50. That means 25 not attempted. First 8 पे कोई negative नहीं होगी. Next 17 पे negative at -0.1, so -1.7 negative marks मिलेंगे. That's it, which will be distributed in the ratio of the questions of each section. You do not need to worry too much about that. That does not play too much of a difference. More on all of this in the specific XAT oriented session. My focus today is about the application form rather than anything else. Let me check a couple of questions which have come here before I go ahead and talk about the application form and what are the things that you need to keep in mind. Is GIM good for finance? It depends upon where you get Somnath at that point in time. GIM will be a decent college in the 86 to 90 percentile range. If that is where you end up, it's a decent college from a CAT perspective. From a XAT perspective, it's a decent college in the 82 to 85 range. Okay, Prachi is saying how many marks are required to score above 90? Obviously, it changes year on year, basis level of difficulty. But on an average, if you scored anywhere between 27 to 30, that should be good enough. So to what extent there is an overlap between CAT and XAT syllabus? Quant perspective, I would say almost 100% overlap. DI 100%. VALR, I would say about 95%. Poems बोल के एक अलग चीज आती है जो आती है इसमें in verbal. And finally, in the last, it is decision making. That's a completely different section altogether. And like I stated, XAT oriented एक session रखेंगे, उसमें DM के बारे में काफी बात करेंगे. Okay, so I'm actually scared right now. Feel that in any exam I won't get 90. Diya, yaar, you all need to keep this in mind. 90 percentile को थोड़ा decode कर लो. In CAT, in quant, if you end up scoring 14, 15. In DILR, you end up scoring 14, 15. In verbal, you end up scoring 21, 22. Add all of that. 14, 14, 21 भी अगर मैं ले लूं, that's 49 to 50 marks. इस पे you will score above 90 percentile. Please keep that in mind. Mocks में वो नहीं आएगा पर CAT में आएगा. Okay, please keep that in mind. Should I now get into the application part of it? 2 things to keep in mind in terms of how you can go ahead and save money by applying and thereby maybe increase your wallet size and apply to a couple of new colleges, and the importance of 15 July. Should I go there? If yes, please go ahead, like this stream. My team is going ahead and stating that there are over 150 people watching this live, but not enough people going ahead and liking it. So I would request you all to go ahead, like this stream, like Navjot Singh Sidhu said, Thoko Tali, I'm going to say Thoko like, so that we can go ahead and kickstart. Do reply in the chat box ASAP. Let's get into the application part of it. कि apply कहाँ से करना है, कैसे करना है, how you can go ahead and save some money and utilize that money to go ahead and apply to a few more colleges. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Let's quickly move to that part of it. Okay. First and foremost, in order to go ahead and apply to XLRI or through XAT, I'm telling you the method. Log into your MyZone, normal MyZone जो हम login करते हैं, login करना. ऊपर you will see this button called easy apply. Click on it. When you click on it, you come to this कि भैया हम easy apply में जा रहे हैं. This, click on continue to destination, you reach easy apply. In easy apply there are two places. You look at continue applying. Okay, just click on that. Basis that, you will see that you have a opportunity to go ahead and choose one slab. Either you can choose a slab of applying to 3 colleges or institutes, or just 1 college or institute, or 5 colleges or institutes, or 8 colleges or institute, and so on and so forth. My recommendation would be to go ahead and choose at least 5 colleges, if not more. So greater than equal to 5 colleges or institutes ko please go ahead and choose. I don't know what is happening to my writing today. Wait. Slightly better at least. Okay, greater than equal to 5 colleges or institutes, go ahead and apply. अब उसका फायदा क्या होगा? You'll go ahead and see something like this. For example, you see this, you'll be able to apply to XAT from here, you'll be able to apply to NM from here, you'll be able to apply to SNAP from here. Okay, these are all the places where you'll be able to go ahead and apply. These are obviously dummy dates that we've gone ahead and picked in, right? Registration open, for example, in XAT also, we know it is not 14 December, it is 15th of July, like has been written here. Okay, so these are dummy dates that I've put in just for clarity's sake, nothing else, heavy, just to fill it up. Now what you can go ahead and do today itself is you can go ahead and apply to shortlist. On 15 shortlist की भी जरूरत नहीं होगी, you can directly go ahead and apply. shortlist करोगे, आपकी किटी में वो ऐड हो गया, राइट? किटी में जब ऐड हो गया, यहाँ आपका आएगा योर एप्लीकेशन लिस्ट. माय रिकमेंडेशन, ऐड ऑल दीज 3 exams. Similarly, add institutes to it. You can go ahead and now click on proceed. Now look here, eligible for rewards worth. Keep this in mind. 1 college you apply or 1 exam, you will get 400 rupee cashback. 3 colleges or 3 exams, you add 2 more, it's 1500. You get 1500 cashback. Now imagine I go ahead and apply to say NMAT, SNAP and XAT, 3 exams. उसके साथ साथ I apply to XLRI and NM Mumbai, and I say apply to SIIB, and उसके अलावा IMT गाजियाबाद, IMI, Great Lakes, KJ Somaya, GIM से मैंने 10 exam/colleges पे apply किया. On an average, each of them is going to be in the vicinity of about 2000 to 2500 rupees. That is roughly 25,000 rupees you will spend on these exams. For 10 of these, you can get cashback of about 6,000 rupees. That is almost 25% cashback. अब ये 6,000 जो cashback मिल रहा है, इसके वजह से you can apply to 2 or 3 more colleges. Suddenly, you are not limited to just 10 exams/colleges. You can move to 12, 13 also at the same amount. Which is why I am recommending that you apply through this easy apply portal, because for every application you are going to earn cashback. Now that cashback, either you can go ahead and say मैं Amazon में वो voucher use करूंगा, या you can say cashback आ गया, वो तो बाद में use होना ही है. अब उस किटी से मैं जाके 2-3 extra colleges को apply करूंगा, which is where maximum benefit you can go ahead and get. Now you will click on proceed to my application. इसके बाद यहाँ पे आपको आएगा checkout के लिए. You do continue, save and continue. You select your state and city. Done. Then you will click here on apply now. And आप जैसे ही apply now करोगे, आपको आपके registered email ID पे एक link आएगा, and that link will be XLRI का XAT का official link. वो link को click करोगे, you will end up on the exact XAT website. If you follow this procedure and you look here, applications.xatonline.in, this, if you follow this procedure for each application of yours, you earn cashback, and because of that you're eventually able to go ahead and apply it to few extra colleges. And that is something that I want you all to keep in mind, because every year I come across a lot of students stating, sir 15-20-25,000 spend हो गया था, इसलिए मैंने इन 2 कॉलेज में अप्लाई नहीं किया, इन 3 कॉलेज में अप्लाई नहीं किया. Please don't make that mistake. Save money here, apply to all the colleges that you want to. Okay, normal registration process hoga. Once that is done, all you need to do is come onto the easy apply portal again, upload the receipt that you've gone ahead and made the payment, and you will go ahead and receive whatever you are supposed to go ahead and receive. Is this clear in terms of the application process for everybody? Any questions related to the application process or how to apply? You can go ahead and look at your My Zone portal. You will be able to see the easy apply zone, and from there you can go ahead and get access to it and apply to all these colleges and all these exams through there. Ayush, it seems you've been a part of my sessions before. CC means crystal clear. That's why he's saying CC. So great to see that. Couple of things that I want to add to this. One, because a lot of y'all have been asking XAT versus CAT, कौन सा लूं, क्या फर्क है. I've just tried to put it here in one simple place. Conducting body हमें पता है फर्क क्या है, एग्जाम हमें पता है. यूनिक सेक्शन क्या होगा, कैट में कुछ यूनिक नहीं है, यहाँ पे डिसीजन मेकिंग प्लस जीके आने वाला है. लाइक आई स्टेटेड, डिसीजन मेकिंग क्या होगा, you are working in an office, your co-worker needed money and a loan because of his wife's treatment, went to the manager refused. One day you saw the co-worker going ahead and fiddling around with the locker, next day you found out that there was some money missing in the office. Now you are in a precarious position of what to do. Question, would you go to the manager and go ahead and inform him that you saw the co-worker doing this? Option, would you go to the manager and there'll be 5 statements. Go to the manager and inform that you saw the co-worker doing this. Option 2, go to the manager and complain that the co-worker stole. Option 3, go to the co-worker and tell him that you saw him doing this and it should not happen. Option 4, not do anything. ऐसे 4-5 option होंगे and they will ask you, choose what according to will be the right decision. This is basically a test of ethicality, a test of business nuance and what you should do. That is what decision making is. Such cases and scenarios come up. Like I stated, we'll have multiple more sessions on that. And if you enrolled in any career launcher program, whether online classes, offline classes, night classes or whatever, all of that will be covered there. Do not worry. सेक्शनल टाइम लिमिट्स कुछ नहीं है. जैट के अंदर 170 मिनट्स अप टू यू, जैसे खेलना है ऊपर नीचे. कैट के अंदर 40 मिनट्स पर सेक्शन. सेक्शन नेविगेशन कैट के अंदर फिक्स्ड है, वीएआरसी, डीआईएलआर, क्वांट, इधर जहां से भी शुरू करना है करो. इफ यू फील दैट माय माइंड इज फ्रेश राइट एट द बिगिनिंग और उसमें मुझे क्वांट टैकल करना है 70 मिनट्स, वहां लगा लो, अप टू यू. नॉर्मलाइजेशन ऑब्वियसली यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है, सिंगल स्लॉट है, नो बायस. कैट में मल्टीपल स्लॉट्स होने वाले हैं, नॉर्मलाइजेशन होने वाला है. And for colleges, like I stated, 200 plus in both cases hoga. These are basically the 2 exams and their comparison. I hope there is not a lot of difference. 2 things that I want you all to keep in mind. Number 1, why apply via the easy apply zone? Like I stated, you can go ahead and save so much. More colleges with the same budget and no platform fee. One thing which I want you all to keep in mind, 15th July ko, if you go ahead and apply or register for that from this portal, okay, the way I've gone ahead and explained, if you go ahead and register on the 15th of July for XAT itself, XLRI itself, which means XAT itself, is giving you another freebie wherein they are stating 15th को अगर XAT के लिए apply कर दिया, then your first choice of city is what you will get for your center. Now please keep in mind, when you apply for any B school, especially CAT and XAT, they give you 4 or 5 options of the exam city. Priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4, priority 5. जरूरी नहीं है priority 1 जो हम चूज करेंगे वही हमें सिटी मिलेगी. लेकिन if you apply for XAT on 15th July itself, follow the process which I have just explained to you to go ahead and apply for XAT. If you apply for XAT on 15th July itself, then XAT is guaranteeing that your first priority city is what will be allocated for you for this XAT exam, and you will get to know about that by the 5th of August. You will get to know about that by the 5th of August कि आपको allocate हो गया और क्या है. This is very important because बहुत बार they go ahead and send you to second priority, third priority, fourth priority, ट्रैवल करना पड़ता है, अलग सिटी जाना पड़ता है, बहुत कुछ होता है जिसके चक्कर में पीपल से नहीं यार अब नहीं देंगे, एंड दे मिस आउट ऑन अ ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी. 15th जुलाई को ही अप्लाई करो. Process also I've gone ahead and explained to you of how to go ahead and apply. I hope this gives you clarity in terms of what all you can go ahead and gain by applying through Easy Apply, and why you should go ahead and apply to XAT, and why it is one of the most important exams, and why specifically you should be doing it on the 15th of July itself. One last thing, any of you who are interested and looking at a preparation course or a test series, you can go ahead and register for the non-CAT test series of CL if you don't already have it. Jisme XAT ke 10 mocks will also be included. And also, I've gone ahead and stated this multiple times. CAT is obviously at the top of our mind at this point in time. Open CDC2, where you can go ahead and take a mock at one of the physical centers externally. This time we are trying our level best that it is a close by center within the city. A5 ऑथेंटिक बुकलेट्स में आप लिखोगे जब आप LRDI सॉल्व कर रहे हो, उसी छोटी बुकलेट में जो एक्चुअल कैट में दी जाएगी, एंड नॉट द बिग वंस. एक्चुअल कैट स्लॉट्स व्हिच मींस 8:30, 12:30, 4:30, 40 plus टेस्ट cities across India, ID card, admit card. Do not go ahead and miss out on this opportunity. If you are a classroom student or an online class or night class student, this is available free of cost. For a test series student, it is available at a nominal cost of 99 plus GST. If you're not a CL student, even for you, it is at a nominal cost of 149 plus GST. Scan karo, register karo, apply karo, kaam khatam karo. Okay. I hope this has given you all clarity in terms of XAT and XLRI. Any questions, please go ahead and ask. Yes, I can see a few questions here. Let me please pick them up now. Okay. So sir, how to decide which college I should select? Which college? Okay. So generally, my recommendation always remains Hare IIMs ko to apply kar do. Important colleges like XLRI, FMS, MDI, IIFT, in सबको guaranteed apply karo. Then start seeing. If I am somebody who consistently scores above 90 percentile in mocks, IMT Ghaziabad, IMI, XIMB, these can be my backup colleges. If I am somebody who consistently scores between 85 and 90, you can start adding Great Lakes, KJ Somaya, GIM, etc. as backup colleges. If I am scoring between 75 and 85, you bring in TAPME, 4 Institute of Management, and so on and so forth as your backup colleges. That's how you decide. Okay? Sir, it will be MCQ. We don't have to justify our answer. Yeah, only MCQ. Only MCQ. Asha for decision making. Do we have to decide now how many colleges or exam in addition to that to select? For easy apply, just choose the zone. मतलब let me give you an example. आप 5 अगर चूज करोगे तो 5 कॉलेजेस एंड वो हो गया. बाद में अगर और ऐड करना है तो 5 से आप 10 भी जा सकते हो, पर एक मिनिमम अमाउंट तो ले लो ताकि जैट के टाइम भी ऑल्सो यू गो एड एंड यू रिसीव क्वाइट अ डिसेंट अमाउंट ऑफ कैश बैक. ओके. Yes sir, how to choose which college will be ideal for which course? I think I've gone ahead and explained that. So through my zone we can apply to all exams and colleges also. Yes, through the easy apply zone, not all but most of them. CAT जैसे easy apply के through नहीं होगा, वो अलग होगा. But आप easy apply zone पे जाओगे, you'll be able to see a list of colleges and a list of exams like XAT, SNAP, NMAT, MyCat, सब वहां से apply हो जाएगा. IMT गाजियाबाद, IMI, Great Lakes 4, TAPME, XIMB, ये सारे कॉलेजेस वहां से अप्लाई हो जाएंगे. माइका, ये सब वहां से अप्लाई हो जाएंगे. ओके. Sir, isn't DM like a full scorer type? I feel like if it is ethical based, it depends. Now खाली ethicality नहीं होती ना, ethicality के साथ आपको business logic भी लाना होता है. So it's a mixture of that. Some people do very well in it, some people find it very difficult. Generally इन सब में आती है कि एक right answer तो हमेशा जिंदगी में होता नहीं ना, multiple होते हैं. I hope you've gone ahead and subscribed to the channel. You've gone ahead and can you please show back the QR to non-CAT exam? I can surely go ahead and show the non-CAT exam QR as well. This is the non-CAT exam QR. Go ahead, use it, register for the non-CAT exams. And once again, the QR code for the open mock as well. Agar nahi kiya abhi tak, please go ahead and register. Okay. That's basically it from my end, guys. I've covered what I wanted to. We've gone ahead and spoken about XAT and its importance. We've gone ahead and spoken about why you should be applying to it. We've gone ahead and spoken about how to apply through it to the easy apply zone. We've gone ahead and spoken about all the cashback that you can receive and thereby go ahead and apply to more colleges with the same amount of money if you apply through easy apply. We've gone ahead and spoken on why you should apply on the 15th of July and the benefits that you can receive. We've gone ahead and spoken about difference between CAT, XAT and how you should look at both exams. We've gone ahead and spoken about how you can prepare for that through the non-CAT exams and the All India Open Mock as well. सब कुछ हमने कर लिया. Colleges to that similar or equivalent to IIMs, XLRI, right? According to you, what should be a good range in mock now in July in order to be a little confident? So yeah, 99 percentile Utsav also changes year on year. I would say anybody who is scoring 60, 65 plus as a score in mocks right now, surely by the time CAT comes should be knocking on the door for a 99 or 99 plus by the time CAT comes. Okay, 60 to 65 का score, not percentile. Percentile on an average, अगर आपका at this point in time 88 to 90 plus आ रहा है, you have a very good chance because a 90 in mocks is anyways equivalent to a 94, 95 in CAT. That means you're already at 94, 95 in CAT, तो 99 plus guaranteed हो सकता है next 4.5 महीनों में. That's about it from my end, guys. Hope this was helpful. Hope it gives you a little bit of clarity in terms of what I wanted to state. If you haven't already, go ahead and categorically apply through the easy apply zone. Is there negative marking in decision making? Absolutely there is. What is a good score in GK section? Nobody looks at the GK section ka score. 5-7 ka agar score aa gaya, it is perfect. there is a Manthan and GK sessions which will be held that you can go ahead and prepare for it from. Don't worry too much about it. Do we need to select any college or programs while filling form? While filling the XAT form, no, but separately you will need to apply for XLRI. Like I stated, 200 additional per course dena padega. Aapko BM, which is the business management course, and HRM. Apply for both BM and HRM separately when you apply to XLRI. That needs to be done. How will we prepare for the DM section in that? If you, like I stated, if you've already enrolled in a career launcher classroom or an online class or night class, including the non-CAT exams, this will be covered there. If not, you can go ahead and enroll specifically in the XAT oriented online classes, which will be launched in the month of November, because DM will be picked up specifically in December. And in addition to that, there is a DM 1000 like VRC 1000, DLR 1000, which will also be released by November end. So those are the ways in which you can prepare for DM. Okay, that's it from my end. Shubh Ratri, Shabbak Khair, good night. Go ahead, like the stream, and please do not forget to apply to XAT on 15th July through the Easy Apply portal. Hopefully, this was helpful. See you again. Bye bye.